This has Padre fans very concerned as our young superstar is going through the worst slump of his career for a while now, and Padre fans are concerned. Let's talk about it. Hi, welcome back to another episode of Padres Digest with your host, Andrew. Happy to be back as always. I got a fun informational video for you today, so please subscribe so I can keep making more of these. This one did take a lot of research and a lot of writing and stuff to make, so share this video around, watch the heck out of it, get some views up on this, because it was a lot. It was a lot. But I'm going to present you a lot of data, a lot of numbers, and I'm going to try my best to explain it. I'm going to come to my conclusions. I invite you to come to your own conclusions. Write them in the comment section because I do love your guys' insights. Some of you guys are really good at writing the insights, and it helps me learn. But I want to give you my opinions based off the facts that I will present to you. So as we know, Jackson Merrill has looked, I don't want to say horrible, but not great for the past month or two now. And it's concerning because obviously we want to watch our star player play well, but it's like he has the workings of hitting well, but it's not happening. And let me explain to you why. So to start, I'm going to have some quotes. So this first quote I already kind of read for you on the AMA video about AJ Cassavell, what he did during Reddit, whatever, but I'm going to read it again for you. It's a fine line between being an aggressive hitter and an over-aggressive hitter. Merrill is one of the best at walking that line. He's one of the most fun, aggressive hitters I've ever watched. But right now, he's expanding the zone and chasing a little too much. Rein that in slightly, and I seriously believe it only needs to be slightly. He doesn't need to be a walk machine, and he's Jackson Merrill again. So yeah, that was a question about why Jackson Merrill was slumping. That was AJ Cassavell's opinion. I have more pieces. That being said, these are from the end of May, so they're a little outdated, but they're still relevant. So this is from the Worst MLB. If you don't know who they are, they make the tension cards about who's playing the worst and explain why, basically. So today, I'm going to skip that part because it's a little outdated, but after coming off the IL on fire, he's hit a wall thanks to a lack of plate discipline and the poor contact quality. This will be a little outdated as well, but his BABIP is the player's batting average when balls are hit into the field of play and excludes home runs, strikeouts. So it's gauges a player's luck. I don't know how to explain it exactly, so I might have to Google it. But yeah, right now during this article, May 28th, I think it was 125. I don't think so anymore. But over the past week, which normally indicates bad luck, but his hard hit rate has also cut in half over that time. So I don't think he can play the victim here. And then the last quote is from Jackson Merrill himself from an SI article. Again, end of May, so a little outdated. Obviously, it's frustrating, pisses me off for sure. Love to hit. I said it before, not a walker. I'm a hitter. I'm not hitting, but it's a little tough, There's plenty of season left. You just got to relax, take one day at a time. So, a lot of people, hello Merrill, are mentioning his strikeouts. And rightfully so, I can speak. Let's show you these strikeouts. I cherry-picked a little bit to show the worst ones, but you can tell he's swinging at pretty much garbage. I don't want to say garbage. Some of them are really filthy, don't get me wrong. But this one especially is just pure garbage, and I don't know what he's looking at. This next one's not really his fault. But, again, 0-2, you got to protect the plate. I'll show you this picture later. But he is not taking pretty swings. Or at least he's not swinging at pretty balls. Let's put it that way. So it's hurting him for sure. I mean, again, just look at the plays. But let me show you guys his Baseball Savant. You know how much I love showing you Baseball Savant pages. And this is where it gets really confusing. So his average exit velocity, his hard hit percentage has gone down, which means he's not hitting the ball as fast or as hard, but his barreling percentage and sweet spot percentage are up, which means he's actually making good contact with the ball off the bat, but it's not going fast. It's not going hard off the bat, which is weird, right? Because when you make good contact, you expect the ball to hit off the bat good, but it's not. His bat speed's still relatively the same. He's not squaring it up. He's chasing more, but he's always been a chaser. I mean, 14% is not great either, but he's always been a chaser. His whiff percentage, which means he's missing more balls this year, and his strikeouts, he's striking out more this year, but he's actually walking more this year, which is weird, right? So, I tried my best. I wrote some scripts. I dug deep. I had ChatGPT check everything and write it a little more simply for you guys. But let me present to you what this means and what he needs to do, because it's a lot of weird explanations to give. So, before anything, I want to show you the batting average. So this is his game log, right? On the 6th, this is when the first game back, he had a couple of good hits, had a 390 average. He peaked 512 at 467, but in May, he batted 298, which is still respectable. Don't get me wrong. This month so far, he's batted 226, and that's why he's at a 303 average. So, Merrill's batting average, the last day he played before the IL, he's at a 378. That was on April 6th. And then 98 increase from that to May 12th, which he had a 476 like I showed you. But now that it's 608, his batting average is 303. That is a 173-point decrease in his batting average. If you can't tell, or if you're new to baseball, that is really bad. That is not good at all. I mean, again, look at the stats. He's not hitting home runs as much anymore. I can't remember the last time that he's played or hit a home run. I can't. I'm thinking about it. I actually cannot think of the last time he did. But like I said, what this means, right? So his low exit velocity in the 28th percentile, his 88.4 mile per hour average is well below MLB average, which is around 89 to 90 miles per hour. It suggests that he's not hitting the ball as hard recently, even if he's making decent contact. His low hard hit percentage is in the 29th percentile, which means only 38.1% of his batted balls are 95 miles per hour plus. So he's not hitting it harder than 95 miles per hour off the bat. A dip here often signals fatigue, which it isn't, or the more important ones, timing issues or mechanical problems. Maybe. Timing, maybe, because he is still striking out and he's still figuring things out at the plate. So timing I could see, mechanical I could see. But he is, again, we'll get into it in a sec, but he does hit off the sweet spot. His chase rate is in the 8th percentile, which means he's swinging a lot of bad pitches, far more than any other players. I already showed you this a couple of times, but yeah, look at these pitches he's swinging at. This can lead to weaker contact and fewer walks, 2 signs of pressing. Poor squared up percentage, 13th percent, tells us he's not hitting the sweet spot. Actually, hold on. Pretty sure that's wrong. Did I write that wrong? Let me see. No, yeah, he is hitting the sweet spot, so I don't know why it says that. ChatGPT messing me up a little bit, but he is hitting the sweet spot, but he's not hitting the sweet spot plus hard contact very often. So he's hitting at the ideal angles, but the ball is not jumping off the bat. So he is squaring it up, but he's not squaring it up and making hard contact at the same time, which is weird. It makes sense, but it makes no sense to me as someone who doesn't understand physics that well. If there's any physicists in the chat, in the comments, whatever, let me know what you think about that, what that means to you. But he's still producing, but his underlying quality of contact and approach has dropped off, which is so interesting. So interesting. What this means, part 2. Even though he doesn't hit the ball especially hard, he consistently hits at ideal angles, like we said, sweet spot percentage and barrel percentage are good, has above average back control and makes productive contact. So when he does make contact, it is good contact, but not like hard contact, if that makes sense. He has great timing and feel, often maximizing mediocre contact. So he's not mashing the ball like a power slugger, but he could be highly skilled at putting the ball in play where it's most effective, line drives and deep flies, even without max velocity. So that's the reason he's not hitting home runs, is because he's not hitting it hard. But what could he do to fix this? What he needs to do? Increase exit velocity, obviously. But he's hitting the sweet spot, but not hitting the ball hard enough. He needs to improve his bat speed and make stronger contact. He needs to be more selective at the plate. His chase rate is in the 8th percentile. He's swinging at too many pitches outside the zone, as I've shown you. Waiting for better pitches will lead to better contact and more walks. Let the ball travel deeper. Jumping early causes weak contact, especially on breaking balls. Staying back helps barrel the ball and adjust to different pitch speeds. Pull the ball with more authority. As a lefty, he should drive inside pitches to the right field. Too many softly hit balls to center/left aren't doing damage. And of course, trust the process, not the results. His expected stats and expected batting average, expected slugging, sweet spot percentage are still strong. That suggests the foundation is there. He just needs more consistent, hard contact, which is not happening right now. I mean, you can dive back if you want to. Dive back, look at his past at-bats. Again, no home runs recently, and that's the easiest way you can tell if someone's smashing a ball or not. So it's difficult. What can he do to fix that? I kind of gave it, but I'm not a hitter's coach, so I don't know mechanically what he could be doing differently. But like I said, I showed you in the stats. He's never been a fast swinger. Like his bat speed has never been fast, but he was able to hit hard last year and get what, 24 home runs? Yeah. So what has changed this year? It's the weird thing. What, not just numbers wise, I mean like what has changed in his mentality? What has changed in his approach? Did they tweak something in the offseason that kind of messed him up? I don't know. What do you guys think about that? And then let me show you guys some graphs that are really interesting, right? So batted balls and exit velocity. So his exit velocity right around now in 2025 is below the MLB average. We already showed that, but I want to show you the graph of that. So he's always been pretty good at exit velocity. Nothing crazy, but always higher than average. But right now it is below average. But his expected batting average in 2025, after 100 plate appearances, it was at like less than 225. Right now it's kind of going down again, but it's still above MLB average. It's about like 270, 70, maybe 270 right now. So it's not like horrible. It's better than average, but it's not Jackson Merrill numbers that we're used to. I mean, you can see at the start of the season, it goes, pew, oh, hold on, pew. Like it starts up high, and then it's like a roller coaster down, which is weird. Hard hit percentage from 2024 and 2025. So 2024, you can see he hits the ball hard, right? But in 2025, it drops significantly. 550, I had it on here. I'm pretty sure that was around April, May. Let me double check. Hard hit percentage. Yes, so that was 30th of May when it's at its lowest. And right now, of course, it's dropping again significantly. I don't know if it'll go lower. Obviously, we won't know that. But his hard hitting has just gone tanked. It has gone downhill, and that's so insane to me. Last one, though, the rolling sweet spot. His sweet spot is really good. 2025 has always been good. I mean, it was going around average, but still better than average is good. It's like I can't wrap my head around the fact that he hits the ball well. It's just not going like hard. Like it's hard to wrap your head around if you think about it. Like I'm sure you guys are like, oh, that makes obvious sense. I'm trying to like picture it in my head. You know what I mean? Like what physics come to play in that? Again, not a physicist. I just present you the numbers. So like I said, my opinion, I think he'll start to hit good again in a little bit. I think personally Jackson Merrill might be a second half performer because I feel like the beginning of 2024 last year, he wasn't amazing. But once he started getting those clutch home runs at the mid to end 2024, that's when he really shined. So maybe he's just a second half performer, kind of like a Blake Snell. But yeah, I'm not worried about Merrill. I'm concerned that he's not playing great and that he might be too much in his own head. But I'm not like stressing about it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the data. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with me on these points? Do you disagree? Do you think that he's playing bad? How about this? Do you think it was too early to sign him to a 9-year contract after just one season? That might be a hot take. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you today. Sorry for the info dump, slightly longer video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, if you guys like these kind of videos, I can make more. Just make sure you blow these up because they do take a little extra effort from me. And I need to get paid, basically. I need money. I'm a working adult. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Please subscribe as always and go Padres. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.